Okay, before I start with the modified toolbar, let me quickly explain the polyline tool, as you can see in the draw tool command. Now I've clicked on the polyline tool. Your polyline can have various thickness. For instance, now the command says specify the start point. Now I've taken a start point. Now other things that we can specify here, we have arc, we have half width, we have length, we have undo, and then we can choose any option that we want. For instance, let's choose width. So if you want to choose width, all we just need is to pick the first letter of width, which is W. So you now type W and then press enter. So now what does it say? It says specify the starting width. So now let's choose a starting width of 2.5. So let's type 2.5, enter. Now the next command says what? The next command, you see I've on my dynamic input so that I'll be able to know what the command is saying. So let me on it. So now the next command says specify the ending width, which is 2.5. So I type 2.5 and then enter again. So now you can see that the width of the line has increased. So I can move like this. I can create a shape that I want. I can move like this, and then I can move this way. So that's exactly what your polyline does. And then you press escape. So you use your P pan to move it to the left. P enter. So also, let me take my polyline command again. I can decide to just have it with just a very small thickness. Now, I'm supposed to take a polyline. Now specify the start point. And then I'll take my width. Let me take my width again. Enter. Now it says specify the starting point of 0. Let me use 0 and then enter. It now says specify ending point. Let me also use 0 and then enter. So now I've returned back to the original thickness. So now you can see it. Still with my polyline command, then escape. So now P, enter, and then move. Move. Okay, now let me take my polyline command again. I can choose this. Now specify a start point. I can decide to come here. After coming here, I can decide to change the size of the width or the size of the thickness of the line. So now I click W, enter. The starting point, I can use 0, enter. So I push enter. I can use an endpoint. You can see it's now saying specify endpoint. So the endpoint, let me use 2.5 and then enter. And then now I can decide to form an arc here. So if I want to form an arc, you can see here, I have arc, close, half width, length. So let me choose an arc. So if I want to choose an arc, I can just choose the first letter here, which is A. And then I choose A, enter. So now I can click here. Remember, I already choose the starting point as 0 and then the ending point as 2.5. So, and I also choose an arc. So I click here, and that is the shape we have. So now I can decide to complete it. I can come here, but before I come here, okay, I can come here, but before I come here, I want a straight line again. So now I can choose the option I want. Here I have width, undo, second point, radius, line. Let me choose line because I want to come back to line again. So for me to choose line, I'll only type L and then enter. So L, enter. So now I'm back to line. And then I will just click on the next point. I can click here and then escape. You get it? So these are exactly what your polyline. Now I can decide to come back. Click on my polyline again. Now specify the start point. I can come back to the original thickness. That means I'll have to type W and then enter. So the starting width is what? 0. So 0 and then enter. And then the ending width is also 0. So enter. So now I can form a shape like this. I can come here. If I like, I can take arc. So I type A, enter. Form an arc. Form an arc. I can go upwards. And then I can even end with a line. For me to end with a line, I just type L and then enter. That will be L, enter, and then escape. So that is it. So these are some of how you use your polyline command. Okay, so now let me delete this, and now let's move to the modify toolbar. Under the modify toolbar, you can see we have icon of erase. Now, if I want to erase this, I can click on this and then click on erase to disappear, or I can click on erase and then click on this and then enter. It will also erase it. So that's another option. So copy. The next one is a copy command. All I just need to do is I click on copy. After I click on copy, anything I want to copy, I select it. So now let's say I want to copy this. I click on it. After clicking on it, I right click. Now it's asking me to specify a base point. So I can choose this base point and then move it. So this is copy. It depends on the number I want. That's 2, that's 3. So depending on the number I want, and that is copy. So now we have the offset. So offset simply means to change the position of a line. For instance, if you want to offset this is a line. This, let me click on this. This is the line. Now I want to offset this line downwards. I'll come here, I'll click on this, and then specify offset distance. Let me take an offset distance of 10. Enter. Then I'll click on this. Let me come downwards. Specify point on side to offset. So I can go this side, I can also go this side. But let me come this side so we can see it. So I come this side. So you can see it means from here to here is 10. So I offset this line. I offset this line by 10. So I can offset it again. I click on it, come to this side. That is it. So that is how to offset. That is how to offset. You can even offset a rectangle. For instance, you have this. You have this. Now you come to offset, and then you type the offset distance. Let's say offsetting through 2. Enter. You click on this. You can come inside, you can go outside. Okay, let's go outside. You see how it is. Now let's come inside. You click on this. That is offset. You can also offset your circle. You come here. Let's have the circle like this. Now you click on offset. Now you click on the distance. Let's still maintain 1.5 now. 1.5. Now you can offset inside, and then you can offset outside. So it depends. So that's about offset. Now we also have the array command. Under your array command, you can array in a rectangular manner. You can also array in a polar manner. Okay, for instance, let's have this. Let's quickly create something here. So array it. Let's quickly create a shape here. Now, let's array this shape around this circle. So all you just need to do is you come to your array command. After clicking on it, you click on your polar array. Then you indicate the number of items. Let's say we need about 10 of it. About 10 of it. Now the angles to fill, you rotate it through 360 degrees. So all you just need to do is select this, and then you come here to specify the angle you want to fill. So now you have this. In this place, you use this one to select the object you want to array. You click on this place, and then you come here. You click on this, you click on this, click on this. That's the object you want to select. You now right click. Now, this one will pick the center point. Now click on this. You now click on this. This is the center point. You want it to rotate this around this center. So you click on the center point. So now you have taken the number of items, which is 10, and then you have selected the object. And then the angles to fill, let's pick an angle of 360 degrees. And then okay, That's 360 degrees. And then you can see the preview here. You can see we have 1, 2, so about 10 items. So we now press OK. So that is exactly what your array does. That is, and this is your polar array. So now we also have the move tool. You can see with this, when you click on it, it means you want to move this. It's different from copy. This is it. So you move it. You specify a base point anywhere, and then you move it. So it's different from copy. If it is copy, it will duplicate whatever you are copying. So now you also have the, let me explain this. This fillet, and then this is chamfer. Now you have this rectangle. If you want to fillet this, you come here, you click on this, which is fillet, and then you select the first object. Okay, let me use a line command to create a rectangle. You have this, 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 and then this. Okay, now let me fillet this. I come here, click on this. I click on the first side, on the second side. You click on this. Now you specify undo polyline radius trim or multiple. So since you want to choose the radius of the fillet, you click on R and then enter. So now fillet radius is what? Let's choose a radius of 1.5. So click this place, enter. You get it? So you can see you've filleted that place. You can also fillet this place as well. You click this place, and then you click this place. So the same thing here. It's already automatic because you've already indicated the radius. You click here, and then you click here, and then you also come here. You click here, and then you click here. So that's your fillet. So now, if you have this, let's join this to this, and then let's join this to this. Your chamfer, when you come here, you click on this. Now you have distance, you have polyline, undo, angle, any option you want. So now let's choose distance. You type D, enter. Now let's choose a distance of 1, enter. Second distance, 1 again, enter. Now specify the first line. You have this, and then you have this. And that is your chamfer. So you repeat the operation. Now you click on this, and then you click on this. You can repeat the operation. You click on this, and then you click on this. You repeat. You click on this, and then you click on this. And that's your chamfer. So now, let's take a line, and let's draw it along this place. So you can see that, assuming we don't want this line here. We don't want this part of the line. That's exactly when we use the trim command. So what you just need to do is you come in, click on this trim, then you right click, and then click on this place. You see that it has taken it out. If you don't want this place, you also come in, you chop it off like this. So that's exactly what your trim does. So we also have the extend. If you want to extend this line from here to here, you come here, you click on extend. You come here, you select object. This is where you want the line to come to. You now right click, you now select this, you now enter. You can see if you extended it from this place to this place. So that's exactly what your extend tool does. So that's it about some of the commands we have in the modify toolbar.